This is Excalibur Heavy Battlecruiser, and after over 3 months of waiting, I'm finally back. In these 3 months, Nova Drift has developed the final version, and now it's finally out. With this new version, we get the true final boss of Nova Drift, among other things. And what can I say? It's an epic sight to behold. Very much a climactic battle, worthy of the game. Now, since I really want to savor the fight, I'm gonna go impose a challenge on myself. I'm not gonna pick up any mods outside of Ataraxia. I'll only pick up gear. Okay, a pretty rough start. These guys are never pleasant to fight when you only have Blaster. Well then, let's switch weapons. You know what? I feel like I want to impose a greater challenge onto myself by picking Split Shot. It's not bad by any means, but it's also not spectacular. It just sits there as a weapon that exists. It's nothing too special, in my opinion. Next up, we're still gonna pick up Amp Shield, because just because I want to impose a challenge doesn't mean I want to be straight up masochistic. Although, the amount of mines that are spawned here is pretty concerning. Can't say I'm a fan of these guys showing up in this big a number, especially in the early game. Next up, this guy. If there's any redeeming factor about Split Shot, it's that it's a really good weapon for destroying Ceratodite. Like, look at this. Shreds it apart much faster than something like Pulse or Flak. Maybe not Pulse, but definitely Flak. Alright, look at that. Ataraxia shows up. And another change the new version brings is that if you stock up levels, Ataraxia is guaranteed to show up. A really nice quality of life feature. Alright? The usual tiny little firing squad that isn't composed of many members because it's the early game. The fact that these guys showed up is actually pretty solid because I can just harvest their XP. And these guys are some of the least threatening enemies in the game. Oh look! Same thing again. Okay, I'm not exactly a fan of these gyro guns showing up. And yeah, as you can see, there's a new icon that indicates a comet showing up, as opposed to other things showing up. Another handy quality of life feature. I will say, sometimes I still cannot differentiate the combat icon from the other warning signs. But still a nice gesture. Another thing you may have noted down is the cursor actually faces away from the player. Well then, time to fight Dreadnought. I will say, even though the new final boss is the scariest thing in existence, this is still up there. Like, look at the teeth. And look at those gun platforms that look like eyes. It's like a satanic manta ray. Or as I used to call it, the ancient forefather of all fireflies. Thankfully, since this thing has quite a bit of blast radius, innate blast radius, I can take down Dreadnought willy-nilly. Can't say I'm a fan of cherubs. Okay, look at that, new sound effects. And yeah, the Eclipse has one. I think the Constructor also had as a sound effect as well. This is pretty much the type of weapon that excels against small fry. Because it fires fast and there's a decent amount of projectiles. I will say, this champion constructor is proving to be a tougher nut to crack than expected. Nice. Yeah, its smaller son isn't exactly a threat, but the parent definitely is. One has to wonder if I'll get to level 20 before Scion or Dweller shows up. Circle behind this guy. There we go. Oh look, tracers. Can't say I'm a fan. What I am a fan of, however, is this pretty sizable cargo train. Oh, come on. This could be quite the challenge to take down. Gotta juke that guy away. At least those guys are taken care of. Let me dodge him. It is kind of unpleasant that they're on the tanky end of enemies. Nice! Level 20, let's go. Okay, it's gonna be the giant space crab. We must focus down on the warrior crabs. It's probably the best way of damaging Dweller itself, even more so than attacking the main guy himself. Galaga formation is still very neat. Nice. That was not nice, though. And the main guy is down. Time to take out the minions. Okay, 2 of these guys. Whoops. Forgot to dodge. It is kind of a scary hypothetical scenario if Spitfires picked up power reserves and could turn faster when they fired their lances. Because currently, even though their lances hit very hard, they're not that scary, even with the nerf, even with the buff. Nice. By now I can take care of these guys, because I have so much Ataraxia power that even the global damage bonus would have made this fight like half as challenging as it used to be. Something I still wish for is to be able to fight champion eclipses without getting knocked back in the face when it comes to CQC builds. Range builds don't really have a problem, but CQC ones really suffer. This is gonna be exciting. It's my bullet spam versus his bullet spam. Go through that. Took a bit of a pounding, but it's alright. Okay, I need to get out of here. There we go. Bit longer than expected. I still take care of the big fella. May need to sink this one more methodically. Alright, need to back off again. Probably get out of there. To back off. Again. Now I can start going half. And also thank you, Comet. That helps out. Time for what used to be the final boss, Glaucus. I won't lie, this guy's gonna take a while to die. Then again, Split Shot is pretty good at decimating segmented enemies, so maybe it's not that bad. Yeah, the Vortex pulling me in is no fun, because I have to retreat every now and then. Ow! Whoops. Not very ideal. I am somewhat starting to regret me not taking any upgrades other than Ataraxia. Alright, this is the last stretch. Whew! Apologize for the lengthy-ass boss fight. But that's Glaucus for you. Depends on the build, indeed. Some, like this one, can take quite a while to die, while others can still one-shot it. At least Precursor is playing, which is always a treat as well. There goes my shield, but it's okay, because my regen is pretty solid at this point. One with it being Perma Hyper Boost, and also Ataraxia's bonus. Probably want to dodge these guys as well. Nothing too much. Now for something that's a bit more difficult to fight. That actually did make me nervous. Starting to struggle against these guys. It's a shame the combat didn't hit the Tracer there. It's a shame that this Juggernaut is surrounded by a decent number of mines. You know what? Let them all show up. Or at least a whole bunch of them. So they can pull off chain reactions. Oh no! Not my hard-earned XP. Well, lost some of it. Two black holes back to back. What is this? Okay, so come on. Please, for the love of God, suck the Celestial up. Thank you. Uh-oh. It's around the corner. Oh God. Even the theme sounds like I'm about to face an apocalyptic boss. There he is! Star Eater! And as expected, my weapon isn't exactly dealing all that much damage to him. But I still gotta live up to my expectations. I still gotta finish him off now. Trust me, you do not want to be hit by this laser. It hurts big time. Now, admittedly, I have fought this boss multiple times, so I've learned his attack patterns. With that said, I still cannot afford to. I cannot afford to slip up. Otherwise, he will punish me severely. And yeah, he has that reactive lightning attack that he does when you get too close to him. You can take out the ad. Should probably get behind him. Okay, now he's gonna do probably the most dangerous phase if you don't have Apotheosis. Because it can punish you really badly if you're not careful. Up. Time to move to the other side. Screen wrapping is essential here. In fact, it's mandatory. Only it's a Dweller Crab this time around, so it's not as agile or as dangerous. Flamethrower. It's not as dangerous as the laser attack, but you still gotta watch your back. Really ought to take care of the meteors. I need to make the arena a lot clearer. A lot cleaner as well. And he's gonna fire this pretty confusing attack that is nonetheless pretty dangerous. Yeah, they mitosis 3 times. I did not know the Celestial had that much HP in him to just knock me out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I ran right into the vortex. Could have been a death sentence for me. Uh-oh. Now we move to the second phase where he's even more aggressive and dangerous. Uh-oh. I will say the ads, or the escort of this boss, they do complicate the situation quite a bit. So that's not monotonous. Ow. We're actually getting pretty close to getting this guy defeated. But I'm also on the tired end. I may not be bad at Nova Drift, but my endurance is starting to fail me. With that being said, I still signed up for this challenge, and I'm still gonna finish it. Never mind! At least I was right about being very careful not to slip up. Because I did slip up, and the consequences were pretty drastic. So yeah, don't fight Star Eater without getting an actually decent build-up. Otherwise, even a decently skilled player like me can get their ass kicked. With that being said, my name is Excalibur Heavy Battlecruiser, and as always, may the forks be with you all.